Hi guys, going good? Please join soon. We can start the show. I believe my voice is clear right now. Am I audible to everyone? Fantastic. Thanks Asam for the answer. Morning Manoranjan, how are you? Hi Satya. Hi Subham. Great. So guys, let's start it. And in the meanwhile, we'll be having some more speakers. There are some technical difficulties which can be processed in the back end. Okay. So today we are talking about digital marketing or digital media to be discussing. To be precise, digital media is a overset of the industry which we are talking about digital marketing or SMS, bulk SMS, post creations and all those. I am, to be precise, me being an entrepreneur into digital media industry, I have been working in Mumbai for last 3 to 4 years. We guys are into making of web series, web movies, web making and all those. So whenever we get into these are some up level stuffs which is happening in this part of India. So when we talk about to start a career into digital media or business, you guys need to understand first of all, what does this business or this industry is all about? Is it only about getting into associated with some firm or getting into a particular digital marketeer is the only position which you get as in a job is concerned or an entrepreneurship is concerned, or there is something more to it? To let you know, digital media business is one of the booming business right now in globally. In India we control about 7 to 8 social media handles, but globally we have roughly 32. We have variety of others apart from Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn and others with YouTube which we use in India. Apart from it, whenever we go any business, when you are at a small scale business or a local or hyper local business, we get into Facebook or Insta. But in due course of time, we do have other things like Hello Kitty, Quora, Tumblr, Pinterest, which other countries are also dealing. A lot of multinational companies also, they are looking forward for how can they integrate with the customers of Indian segment, because India is a populated country. So they do have a lot of things over here. In the digital business, we need to understand quite a lot of things. I am going to talk in phase wise so that you guys can understand what this industry is all about. Slowly we'll be coming into the technical part and what this course or these kind of courses would be helping you with. To speak about first of all about the industry, digital media business happens with 7 to 8 Indian social media sites. Every social media has their own privacy and concerns which you guys will be slowly getting to know when you are working onto it. In due course of time, globally we have 32 social media handles like Quora that will be controlled from Norway. You go to Europe, anything happens, people ask in Quora and people get the answer over there. Like we have over here in India, it's Facebook or Instagram, right? These kind of courses, whenever we try to pursue some such kind of courses, we need not be thinking just about I'm going to make a post or I'm going to learn how to make a post, do some sharing or things like that. You got to understand it's a total complete digital media solution. It means whenever we have right now, you might be aware about the OTT platform, over the top platform, which is like Alt Balaji, and variety of web series are being getting over there. So when the motto is getting over to such kind of segments. So whenever we take a course into digital marketing, it would be more into getting to know the basics about how do we go along with this. Plus, we do need to understand there is a very huge career into this. Moving into the digital media business or the media business, there's a lots of web series, a lots of promos, a lots of trailers which is happening. There is TRP included into the digital media houses as well. The word TRP terms come from the media based solutions, but it does affect into the digital media house as well. At some point of time, you guys might be aware about certain things called pay per click. At some point of time, you guys might be aware, but right now it is more about tokenization. It's something like a tokenization, it falls in place with the cryptocurrency. So in globally, what happens is most of the digital media houses or partners, they get into tokenization system. Likely, if there are like 100 or 200 likes or followers or things like that, then there's a particular payback which is going to get back to the user at the tokenization or via cryptocurrency. In India, crypto is not a pretty good part of, but to be legally settled or as in policy wise, but truly speaking, we do have a lot of things which makes things easier. And, in due course of time, in next 2 years, we're expecting the digital marketers to be aware about tokenization system, and it will flow in such context. Talking about the technicalities of this, the digital marketing or the DBG, the solutions which we are talking about, it is a very hyper local level thing which we are trying to connect over here. We are trying to have a lot of people who are right now in this corona phase are at a particular positioning and are at their homes. We can definitely, if somebody wants to have a career into the digital media business, as we had a talk, so definitely to start with, they can start with a lot of courses which comes along with the website called Digital Business Houses. They can get to it, and at the same moment, it's not just about digital media or digital marketing. It's not just about posting something on Facebook or sharing or resharing or getting into. It's a hell lot of things over there. There's a lot of science into it. The persons who get to know it, they will, in due course of time, as on the experience is concerned, when they handle certain kind of live projects, they can understand it at a very clearer terminologies. Apart from such kind of things, in India, since we usually use Facebook and Instagram, we are mostly talking about such kind of things, getting into a reel, how to get or how to make it viral. I mean, whenever you create a post that has to be viral, that has to reach to a large number of people and all. Whenever you guys make a post or make any kind of content, it has to be very effectively sounded first of all to your client. The second goes is what kind of things is possible when you have certain things. The first of all, when you get a project or when you work on certain project, you have to be very client specific. You got to understand about the client's requirement, how do they do it, and what do they want. There are two kind of digital media or digital marketing happening. The first is the branding and the promotion into the social media network, and the second one is the retaining the clients or getting the clients, which is called the social media business development. The first one is called DM1, the second one is called DM2. Okay, so in India, majority of the people, they are moving into the DM2 segment. Most of the clientele, they get into, okay, I don't want much of promotion, but I do need people who can buy my product or sell my services into it. But you guys need to understand about what kind of things are pretty much possible with them. So whenever you get a digital media project, whether you are a director founder or you are an employee over there, you got to ask your superiors or your clientele what are they expecting from us. First of all, you should be understanding what is the expectation. Second, you should be pretty much creative on the part what differences can you or your post can make over there or your content can make over there. To fetch a pretty good or a creative content, you need to understand what kind of allied services does your competitor do, so that you can understand. You can at some point of time check around some similar kind of industry segments from other parts of the world as well, so that you can get into varieties, and then you have to cross check with them. Whenever you are posting a thing, you need to keep in mind about the creativity of the thing which your client should like. Second, it should be shared with the similar purview which your client is expecting to be on the board. There are a variety of solutions which are possible. The processes, how it takes in Facebook or Insta or YouTube or Twitter, it has a particular portfolio which in due course of time you will be getting to know. Maybe in our next web series we can encompass some more digital marketers who had been into such kind of businesses, who can share their success stories, what they did for certain businesses and how far they have succeeded in bringing some more business from the digital world to them. The third thing is all about, in digital media there are two things. The first thing is all about what you can do whenever you create a post. It has to be pretty impressive. An impressive post doesn't mean only how beautifully or aesthetically it had been made all around. It's about what kind of information in a precise way you have connected, and it should be well connected with your client's audience. Such kind of post takes into a viral post and makes up. right now in today's world we're getting more onto the meme side, which we call it meme or memes. Such kind of things which is out of the box, those are pretty attractive, but at the same moment there are certain kind of things which are being pretty, at the same moment there are certain things which are pretty much possible to make out. Whenever you can have a particular post or a project, whenever you guys get into a particular project or a thing, you have to take care of the project, because social media is more about a 5-second impression. You got to understand them, what can be done. Or the second thing is more about, whenever you have a project or a post, try to maintain that post. In digital media, getting businesses is not difficult, but the fact which is difficult is maintaining that business with you. That is how we guys get into a board. Like, yes, we are having some businesses for 6 months or a project for 6 months, and after 6 months that project is not with us. That's because you have to create a very good rapport, and you have to understand your client's client, and then only whenever you are bringing on the business, things goes on into a pretty good part. I believe that would be mostly from my side over here. If at all there are any questions, I would love to answer them. You can ping over on the chat so that I can see to it and I can answer to person wise. Is there anything? I'm done. Cool. I believe let's take this question answers at the end of the day, and there would be a person, one more digital marketer who would be joining you live over here. Do log him and do view him. His name is Aditya, and he had been working since last 4 to 5 years into the eastern zone of India, and he has a pretty good network around how can things be done at a technical level. Okay, so hoping soon to join the next call from Aditya Sinha. Welcome. I'm just finishing this call so that things would be at ease. Thank you.